Yeah, the drums they swing low, and the trumpets they go, and the trumpets they go. Yeah, the trumpets they go.
Hello people, it's me Cassandra, and today I thought I would do just a tutorial on a sunset eye. I'm using one of my new favorites, the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. I don't know if you've seen my little mini review and swatch out of this palette, but I've really been enjoying using it. The formula is really great. It blends really nicely. Anyways, I've already done my foundation, and so I'm just gonna get in and do the eye. I haven't really done a full face yet on my channel. I'm kind of intimidated to do that, to be honest with you, because I literally take about an hour and 15 minutes to do my whole look. So getting that narrowed down into like 15 to 18 minutes, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, starting with eyes this time. In my transition, I'm going to use Press Pot and Britches. So here. I'll start with Press Pot, and I'll work Press Pot starting in the crease. I'll work up from the crease a little bit. So the very kind of standard windshield wiper motion, circles and then wiper motions. So I got that going on. Got that action. See that action? Yeah. Same on the other side. I'm just going to go back in and deposit a little more color in this transition area because this color is very similar to my skin tone, but I still like using it because I feel like it's a really good base and allows me to blend out the darker shade on top of it a little bit better. It blends like a little more smooth. So that's it for Press Pot. I'm going to just add britches to both sides. So I'm just getting down in that crease more intensely with this color, and then just working up slightly as the color has been deposited primarily in the crease and there's not much pigment left on the brush. Then I kind of go up with it, but really trying to focus on that crease for now. Now I'm going to go in and focus strictly on my crease, and in my crease, you guys, the best, in my opinion, best crease brush like ever invented is this Wayne Goss. It's the number 20 brush, and it is basically a super tapered small brush, and it's super soft. I'm saying super a lot, I'm sorry, but it just is really one of the best crease brushes I've ever used. This is for if you want your color like super tight, super specific. This brush does not play. It does not play, y'all. It goes where you want it to go and only where you want it to go. So I will use this brush also when I'm trying to do some definition, like in the outer lid color there. Yeah. And then you know, you can go back and blend to soften the line, but good stuff here. So I'm going to use this with Whiskers, which is this kind of a light chocolatey brown here. So I'm going to use that in the actual crease and kind of just trying to stay really low. I don't want to go up high with this into the transition area really at all. I'll blend it up, but I mean, I'm not doing a cut crease, but I'm just not wanting this color to get too high on me. And then I'll go with the kind of outer edge of the brush. So I use the point to deposit the color, and then I'll go in with the outer edge of the brush and kind of just blend it out. So you can see that difference. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And for those of you who are interested in knowing more detail about the brushes I'm using, I will link that information down below. And if you have any questions about the look or the rest of the face or anything like that, just leave me a comment and I'll be happy to let you know about anything I'm using today. So I've got the crease pretty well defined. That means it's lid time, which is honestly my favorite. I honestly feel like I used to neglect my lid, and my little lid was there like, why are you only looking at your transition area and crease and maybe the outer lid corner? But my lid has blossomed, and it is now the focus of the majority of my looks. To be honest, like, I like to put some color up on that lid now. Going to start with one of my favorites in the palette is Fleeky, and it is yellow and it is shimmery and it is gold, but don't be scared. It really is beautiful. I'm going to use my favorite lid brush. I've talked about this lid brush before. I don't even know if you can still get it. I'm sorry if you can't. It's the 242 SE by MAC. I believe it was a concealer brush. I'm not positive about that. You can use concealer brushes, and I have very commonly used concealer brushes to pack color onto my lid because they're just my favorite. I like them better than really anything else for that purpose. So I believe you can get the standard length handle of this brush still, just not the short length handle. The importance is just having a more narrow tip on it, and slightly rounded, and it's a thin brush. I don't know if you can see, and it's a coarser brush, so I use this for just patting onto the eyelid. So I'm just gonna take and pretty generously like dab that in, not too hard because Fleeky is really soft. You don't have to dig it in. And then I'm going to put some of my MAC Fix on top of that to try to help with eliminating fallout. And there we have it. Yes, Laura Lee. Oh my goodness. And Violet Voss, you guys. Whew. Hello, mama. Hello. Right? I mean, are you kidding me? Whew. Girlfriend. She's killing it with that. There's like flecks in it that are different shades of gold. So, I don't know, it just really gives it a lot of dimension. Just stop it. Just stop it. Okay. So that's it. I'm not going all the way to the outer corner because I'm going to cut back in there with a couple of different colors, and I'm not going all the way into the inner corner as well. I'm just kind of staying in the middle 2/3 of the eyelid on both sides. So I'm going to go in with a sort of similar brush, and it is a Morphe brush that is not numbered because it was limited edition, but it's basically the same size, same shape, just a longer handle brush. And I'm going to go in with Biddy, which is this gorgeous copper color right here. These two are both beautiful. So Biddy and 1988, they're both absolutely gorgeous. Biddy is a tiny, tiny bit darker, so I'm going to use that one for the outer corner. And I'm going to do very similarly, I just pat my brush in the pan. I don't like dig it or rub it back and forth. I just pat it because these formulas are, again, I keep using the same words over and over again, but they're soft, okay? They're buttery, very buttery, very yummy. So I'm going to do this in the outer corner. Get that copper. Oh my lord. Yes, copper. Hello, copper. Wow. Sorry, I know I'm acting like I've never seen this before. I have done this look one other time. And I'm still impressed, I guess. Woo. Yes, ma'am. Process. It's a process. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so I've got that done. Now then, I'm just going to go in the outer crease with a darker color to give it a little oomph. And that's when my Wayne Goss 20 brush is coming back in handy. I'm just going to dry clean that. I dry clean my brushes between. I use a washing drying chamois, that super soft cloth, or you can use like 100% cotton dusting cloth to just dry clean your brushes in between applications, and then I wash them like every couple of weeks after I kind of run out of spots that are clean. So that's just how I do. Anyways, that way I don't have to buy 2 or 3 expensive Wayne Goss brushes. I just have one and I can use it frequently. Anyways, so then I'm going to cut in with Bubs, which is this really very, very dark brown here. And I'm going to, because this is really pigmented, so you really don't need much. I'm literally just going to like very gently and with the tip of my brush just dab that in. Because if you go in heavy-handed on this and you don't realize like the actual pigmentation of this product, you will jack your crap up. So it will be a very sad day. Just barely deposit that initial color, and then you can blend out a little more firmly, a little less cautiously, but that initial pigment, you guys, whoo, watch out. And then I'm going to work that into my crease a little bit and back down. Okay, yes. Gorgeous as gorgeousness. I hope you agree. Now then, do this on the other side. I read this meme one time that said that eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And I was like, yes. Can someone say that about the eyes though? Like, for me, I'll get one that looks absolutely gorgeous and then trying to replicate that on the other eye kills me. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just being too picky or critical of myself, but it's a problem. Blending time. So when that's done, I go back in with like a clean fluffy brush. I actually am going to use the Sigma blending brush this time. This is just the travel version. It's E25. And I'm just going to just kind of very light-handedly go over my transition area and fade that dark crease color up into the transition a little bit better. You know, we want it to be smooth and blended. We don't want any harsh lines. Harsh lines are evil. Once again, my right eye I feel like is killing it, and my left eye is like, my right eye is like, hell yeah. My left eye is like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so now we're going to do the inner crease because we can't forget her. I'm going to go in with a little Tickled Pink. Tickled Pink is a really beautiful, I don't think the camera is going to do it a ton of justice, but it's like this almost iridescent light pink. And we're just going to do the inner corner and kind of come up a little bit. Again, you guys, the pigmentation on these products are like ridiculous. So a little bit goes a really long way. And if you go in too heavy-handed, you'll just cover your fleeky. I mean, you won't even, you'll be sad. Don't be sad. So just don't go crazy with it. Like literally, you can always add more. You can't take away, right? We all know this. There we go. See that? All right. Yes. Okay. I'm going to do the rest of my face. And then I will come back and do the finishing touches. I don't know if you guys even would care to see this, honestly. Ooh, I got some fallout. Probably should have cleaned that first. My bad. I'm trying to be quick about this today. Under eye setting. Done. Around the nose where my ish likes to break up. Done. Cheek contouring with my Chocolate Soleil. Don't mind if I do. Baking time. And so I do that. I leave that on for, you know, a few minutes while I work on the rest of my face. I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows using my Anastasia brow definer. But whatever works for you. I know a lot of people use that Brow Wiz, y'all. And my right eyebrow is that's my good eyebrow. She's the well-behaved child, usually. The left eyebrow, this is the bad kid. This is the one. So I'm going to set them. I'm going in with my tattoo liner in Trooper by the Kat Von D. This is literally the only liner that I have really developed like a relationship with. I mean, this is my girl. She and I, we've been through a lot together. We've seen a lot of good times, some bad times. There's been some tears. I mean, we're close. We're close. So it's time for the bakage to come off. Time to just do the under eye area and go in with a little bit of a bronzer and highlighter, because that's how I do. I'm going to take just a little smudge brush. There you go. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of whiskers to start with. So I'm just going to dab my brush in that and just kind of get crazy. Oh crap, I did my mascara first. Dang it. Normally I do this and then I do my mascara, but you guys, I got carried away. So you may want to go back and touch up your mascara if you did that. Sorry about that. Sorry. Now then, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Hissy Fit. Now Hissy Fit is more of a kind of coppery gold. It's a mix of a copper and a gold. And I'm just going to kind of lightly go over. It really does not take much with these pigments. It truly does not. I cannot state that enough, obviously, since I've said it 85 times. I'm really liking the Marc Jacobs Twinkle Pop Stick. You can just do the inner corner. You just barely have to dab that there. Hopefully that's showing up. And then I also sometimes just come in and do the lower lash line just a tiny bit. Just kind of fade that in. Just kind of brightens the eye up. Last but not least, one of my holy grails, the Charlotte Tilbury Rockin' Kohl pencil in the nude color. It's the eye, they call it the eye cheat pencil. But I do that on my waterline. And again, I usually do this before my mascara, but you guys, I screwed that up. We already talked about that. I'm gonna add my cheek color. This is a Sigma blush that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head. Sorry. Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They don't put the names on the bottom. What the heck? Sigma. We need to talk about that Sigma. Okay. And then I'm gonna do, oh my gosh, my nose is itching. Why? Bronzer. Okay, my favorite bronzing brush is another Wayne Goss. It's the Wayne Goss 00 brush. You guys, it's so soft. It's just awesome. I just love it. I just don't know. I don't know what else to say. Just doing the jawline, just being like, okay, she's got a jawline. I mean, she still has a double chin, but she has a jawline. I mean, I'm not trying to hide the fact that I have a double chin. I obviously have one. So, yuck. So for my highlight today, I'm going to use the Sleek Solstice palette. And I got this from Amazon because at sleekcosmetics.com, for some reason, you are not able, or you weren't at the time that I ordered this, able to get delivery to the US. But I was able to get it on Amazon. It did take me probably about 3 weeks for it to get here because it did ship from the UK. And I did pay a little bit more for it than I would have if I'd gotten it through Sleek Cosmetics, but not outrageously so. I think it was maybe $7 or $8 more bucks. Maybe. It has 4 colors in it. 3 are powdered, 1 is a cream. But I like to mix Equinox and Subsolar. Oh my gosh. Okay. It does not take much either. So this one is Equinox. And then I go back in with the Subsolar, which is more of a white. And whoo, I just kind of hit the high point there. And usually I use a fan brush. I don't know why I'm not right now. Use the Equinox, the peacher one, the one that's a little more neutral-ish. I use Morphe M438. And then I go in with the fan brush, which I use the Sigma Fan F41. And I'll do this, the Subsolar just on like the tips of the cheek there. And then I go over the Cupid's bow with it as well. And if I'm feeling particularly like adventurous, I'll do the tip of my nose, just like, so to finish my face, I do 2 more things. I use a kind of like an airbrush brush, which is really fine bristles at the top. It is more dense at the bottom, but it thins out at the top. There's not really a lot there. And this is the Sigma Duo Fiber F50. And I just kind of lightly go over everything because I just want it to kind of blend together. And there we go. Just lightly, not too crazy. Then this setting spray. So this is the MAC Fix Plus. And I literally go kind of crazy with this stuff. And then while that dries, I contemplate my lip color. What am I going to do? I'm going to combine 2 Kylie Metal Mattes. I will be doing King K first, and along the outer portion of the lips. And then Air. Blend the 2, and there you have it. So guys, this is the look. Hope you like it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Please, please, please. You're making me beg for it. And subscribe. I mean, I'm up to like 7 now, which is, I mean, that's awesome. That's 7 more than I started with, right? I'd love to have more feedback. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you want to see. Ask me questions about the products, anything at all. Just let me know. Just leave me a comment down below and I'll get back with you right away. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you next time. Remember, do you, be you, worry about you. Love you guys. Bye. So for my highlight today, I'm going to use the Sleek Solstice Palace. What? 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 It's my problem. I don't know if that's what. Okay, brush. Okay. Anyone else want to commit suicide? Is there any other brush suicide attempts going to occur? Okay. There's always someone out there that's going to be, everyone is going to be unhappy with something. No matter what. Why am I even talking right now?